Hello, everybody. Dadman Walking 55 coming to you live another Friday night here with a couple of friends. Yes, we managed to get a few knocked out of bed. We went full metal jacket in through the barracks and reveille, and everything else, and they came responding. So, but hey, you ask who? Well, we'll show them in just a second. But how are y'all doing on another Friday night? We're back to doing these on Friday nights at 10, and we'll see where they go. And hey, what's important is that you are here tonight. Old news guy in our town used to say, don't go to bed yet. So, hey, don't go to bed yet. Hang out with us for a bit, and we will see what we can get into, what kind of random topics we come into, and see what our panel's opinions are, and y'all have fun along with us. First of all, let me introduce the one that needs no introduction. It's the queen of the channel herself, the one that we all know is responsible for everything good around here. It is the great Mrs. Dadman Walking. Hello, Mrs. Let's see.
I'm sorry, I had to stop myself from laughing.
Oh, gosh. What's the truth?
But hello, how are you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good. Actually got off, just got done having a conversation with somebody for like 90 minutes on World War II aircraft.
Awesome.
It's the most that I've ever talked to them in my life. And just was like really, really cool to have it kind of just blew up as a conversation piece and just having really fun.
Nice.
Absolutely. Well, glad to have you. And I
I
got on Fortnite earlier.
I want to say hello to Snorterpoop as he specifically said hello to me.
Yes,
So
but
I do want to say hello to him. That's all.
Yes, he survived the flooding at Pinellas County. Hey, dude, good to see you. Always great to have the bear around. And now he's got power, so puke energy has not kept him down. Exactly. But let's bring in his little buddy here that he talks to in our chats quite often, who's with us tonight, is Atwood. Hey, Atwood.
Hello. Here's your agent of chaos.
Okay.
How are you?
It's from Mortal Kombat. It's from Mortal Kombat.
The only chaos I know is Dagum Get Smart.
Oh, me. Okay.
Yeah, the good old chaos. Yes, chaos. I love that show. We can talk about the show a little bit, but of course, the cone of silence. Max, we don't have to use it. Yes, Chief, we not. It's like, I love that.
Don Adams' birthday was at some point. I remember seeing it.
Oh wow, is he still alive?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. Well, let's say hello to the rest of the chat. We got 10 people here watching us. Oh, Mrs., I just realized, can you mod over on my Twitch side?
Okay.
I just realized I am in the room. Folks, a surprise change tonight. I am at the top secret location, which I will be here for no more than probably another month. The time is coming. Thanks to the great Mrs., we've been able to get stuff moved out.
The time is ending.
What did I say?
The time is coming.
That's what I meant. Time is coming for the end is what I meant.
The end is coming.
The end is coming. Okay. Thank you for helping me on that one. But yes, 11 months. What's it about? It seems like about since I think was it late March or in April that I finally moved in here most of the time. But yeah, it's been really flew by. So okay. But yeah, it's really time flies. It's going to be bittersweet. So it's my childhood home. But let's talk to the rest of the chat, shall we? Fallout Dave is here. Fallout Dave. All right. Crazy week at work, I'm sure, especially with anything really, because of the weather situation too. But howdy, you don't have to deal with hurricanes. Not usually. Every once in a while, California may get a weird thing, but it's rare. Tina!
Tina, you'll just get earthquakes.
Yeah, earthquakes. I actually know our friend Daisy Blossom would prefer the earthquakes. So, but hey. Tina, good to see you tonight. Let's see. I also see.
Hello, Tina, by the way.
Like Buddy says, hit like and subscribe. Absolutely. And Mrs. Be ready to plug your links tonight, too, while you're here. Brogu, hello, Mr. LSU. Good to see you tonight. Good to see you as always. So, and I think I saw a name in here. Oh, bed is just getting dark. Well, yeah, you're 3 hours behind, but hey, Eagle Rider, Dadman,
Hello,
I try to
hello.
get by when I can, Rosetta, and it's been a weird couple months lately. But yes, I try to get to see you. I've actually had a few times when I kind of turned off the YouTube, but great to see you tonight. Hopefully, you're still hanging out with us. But hey, Eagle Rider is one of the few YouTube people actually has seen me in real life, and we have actually seen her because she was our star-studded personal guest around Custer State Park.
Yes, she was our guide, our friend and our guide that shared so much. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, I tell you what, she told us where to go, what not to do, and it took us to the best place to eat in the world. I have come
Oh
back
my
and I will never
gosh.
go to Taco Bell. Even go Mexican food is not anything. You can't call it tacos down here. We had these Indian tacos up there. The food was so it was so good. I got the stew, the bison stew, but I was I actually bought the bison stew and a taco to go. It was like
It was really good. It was
so
really good.
so great to see you. Then again, Eagle Rider. So yeah, that's the second time on that comment. So and Rosetta says hello to you.
Hello,
Hey, I
Eagle
do not
Rider.
judge anybody on typos. Mrs. will tell you when I use voice chat on text on the phone or on Twitter DMs. We called it Dadmanese. I have my own language, and especially the ladies around know what I'm talking about. They can interpret what I say. So, and hail the Phantom Outsider. Good to see you today, Phantom. Let's see. Oh, Dave says Atwood, who's getting old. Yeah, that code of silence, that was some peak technology there. So, oh my God. Oh yeah, Tina said that Adams passed away a long time ago. Ludwig von Siegfried of Chaos. Yeah. No, I'm not in the bathroom. This is part of the production quality when I'm at my mom's house. Sorry. It's the best I can do.
I'm giving it all I got, Captain.
Yes. Oh man, Eagle Rider, I tell you, I know you have some really interesting days and summers. I tell you, I know you love eating up the trolls out there too. So I've seen that on Twitter quite a bit. Well, I'll be in touch soon, though, Eagle Rider. It's been a weird few months. It really has been. Since with the relocations, the changes, getting mom's house ready to move, and and
Yep.
prep and
It's
all.
been
It's
a
just
little
been
hectic.
yeah.
The days have just run together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel that. It is. And a lot of times I have to do a lot of streams from here, and it does hamper me quite a bit. And I've not been doing a lot of the randoms. Absolutely, I'll DM you sometime. We talk a bit, catch up a bit, and I understand the YouTube notifications really really stink. So I've been undergoing a lot of format changes, and actually had not been doing these streams for a while, for probably a month and a half or something. So it's all good. But hey, definitely want to catch up with you, Eagle Rider. Oh no. Is the echo that bad? Phantom says, the cone of echo.
You just sound like you're in a bear. It's you can do nothing about it. The only thing you could probably do is if you covered your head, if you covered yourself with a blanket, threw a blanket over you while you were doing the stream, and that would keep some of that echo.
Give me a second.
Oh Lord. That's shenanigans at work.
From what I read is that voiceover people who have to do a voiceover in a hotel room or something, they take and throw like a comforter or something. They kind of like cover it over them, and so that you don't have that echo. That's what I heard. I've never done it.
Okay, I'm experimenting. How does this sound? Is this any better?
Not really. I think it's take the cover off.
Okay. But with the cover, I can't see the chat though. So.
I know. So it might just have to be what it is going to be.
Yep, it is. Well, see, I had been streaming originally
Put
from
it
the
over
kitchen.
you. Put it over you in the laptop.
Well, I could do that too. But before when I started streaming here, I streamed from the kitchen. But that's when Bucky and Hungry said that because Mrs. knows the old computer I got, and you hit the button, but it'll click twice. Well, I went to mute, but it unmuted, and they said the laundry machine was like, it sounded like it was trying to attack me. So, Buddy said, at least you're not in the fridge. You probably survived the storm. No, wait. Yes, Indy 4, nuke the fridge. And there, of course, like Buddy said, morning musings and Bob Builds there's Mrs. Link and the Twitch link. Thank you, Buddy.
Thank you, Buddy.
Don't forget to put your Ko-Fi link and Throne links out, Mrs. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I will. I'm trying to get this. I have been working on getting all the builds that I have, all of the directions scanned and in PDFs.
Yeah.
And so,
do you want to tell everybody what that is?
So I am scanning right now. We had Dadman has a Dallas Cowboy helmet from BRXLZ. I do not know how to pronounce that. And I've been scanning the directions, and I don't know if I'm going to like doing this one. This one might be frustrating. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see how to build it. Well, it's actually a hollow. It's truly like a helmet. Look, so it's all if the engineering of this is not done right, if the design is done poorly, it's gonna suck. That's all I'm gonna say to build. So we will hope that it doesn't.
All right. Well, I just got the tweet out. I just remembered to tweet the stream out, but someone had sent a headset Prano. Yep. Sounds like I'm in trapped in a whole bear cave. Is Snortopoopas? Nope. No Snortopoopas here because he'd be in the refrigerator. We got some stuff, noise dampening items. Yeah. Well, we only have another month here. So that's pretty much, we're near at the end. Missed it by that much. I love that show. Yeah, and Burger keeps saying, if anyone in the chat asks you where you're at, just yell, "This is Sandy Alpha 6!" Like Ricardo Montalban did in the Wrathacon.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Eagle Rider said it's been crazy in a video that's shared by a big-name comedian this morning, getting a lot of comments, positive and negative. Oh, wow. Hey, they always say any publicity is good publicity, so hopefully it's going better than it is negative. So, but, that is cool. See, Mrs. would always, God, Buddy, it's Dallas, so that's about right.
Yeah.
I know. I was kind of a little nervous about saying what team it was.
Yeah.
Because I knew that people would give you grief.
No. Well, it's okay. Well, Dallas deserves it. I have my rampages for the frickin' Gators for not firing Billy Napier yet. Because they're going to mess around and they're going to end up justifying keeping him around, But then, our good old friend Clobberin Time said the Cowboys are cursed that they'll never win it with Jerry Jones as owner again. And I'm agreeing. I mean, they end up paying an overpaid quarterback who will never win a title, never did anything in college, and pay him god-awful amounts of money to produce 20 points in a damn game. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd.
But what you should do is go out and support the business. Go to her Ko-Fi donation page. You can do it one time or monthly. Even if you like me, pay her instead, help support her because and it's better than monetizing on YouTube. She keeps more of the money than you would on a YouTube or even a Twitch subscription. So be sure to support her. Make sure you catch her Monday to Fridays at 10 a.m. also. What's that?
I said, yeah, guys.
No. Yeah, guys. Oh, man. Oh no, that's I hope they did that not in a bad way though, Eagle Rider though. So, but yeah, hopefully it was not too bad. Yeah, they're probably gonna give Billy a raise. You're probably right, Brogu. Yeah,
You
yeah.
Billy the Puppet? Okay.
All rise. The judge is now here. The court is in session. The Honorable
All
Chief Judge Kennedy
rise.
is on the stand. May God have mercy on your souls, for he
All
will have none.
rise.
Oh my
There's
God.
my I
Yeah.
put in my throne and
Yeah.
the Kofi.
This cafe. Okay.
It looks like Dadman
Has-
did it, but I did it.
Yeah, I hope that Jones's kid is better than Al Davis. See, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
No. Buddy just mentioned Al Davis's kid that owns the Raiders. You should see his haircut. It looks like a 10-year-old from the 70s with a bowl haircut.
Oh goodness.
It is like
I
the
love-
most embarrassing haircut I've ever seen in my life.
I love how you're just sitting here talking about football and we're just sitting here going,
Well, that's cool. That works.
I know nothing about it.
It's
But
about
I-
Me neither.
JPRPH1 and welcome. And there's the Throne account too. So, oh, that's cool. Yeah, it was nice. I had a friend who works as a professional. Oh, that's cool. Glad to hear that it was something positive too. So, thank you, Tina, my official CFL football buddy, Winnipeg. Woohoo! The Blue Bombers. They're continuing on the roll. So, Tina, we have to get back to some CFL soon. So, yes. Al Davis. It's like Chris Griffin from Family Guy. Yes. You should see the guy's haircut. And the mustache, though. I think the mustache really makes it, though, too. If you saw a picture, oh man. So, all right, Bogu likes the football type squirrel for Simply Steve. Hi, Sci-Fi Mombi. Good to see you tonight. Yes, it is an atrocious haircut. Oh man, that jumped on me there for a second. So, all right, but hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we let's see what this is over here. All right. We kind of started with Get Smart, remember?
Yep.
I know Atwood probably doesn't remember. We got some people in the chat. It's one that like every other franchise, has a movie eventually down the road. I liked the movie. Did you like the movie? I mean, I thought the movie had kept a lot of the spirit of the original series. Yeah, it was different. Get Smart. Did you happen to see with Steve Carell and?
No.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Did you? I thought it was actually pretty cool with the throwbacks to the original series, though.
I think so. I'm trying to remember it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I didn't find it. Apparently, it didn't really leave a lasting impression on me, but it didn't leave me a negative impression either.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
think it would matter if it did. You still probably wouldn't remember.
I wouldn't.
Probably not.
But
no.
I would remember that if it, I would go. Well, I think it was I think it was a good movie. So I think I would do that. So
Well, welcome to Playing Down Under. It had The Rock in it, you know.
Land down under.
Yep. Playing Down Under. How are you today? Let's get you to happiness. That's cool. That's a good place
hello,
to be.
Playing Down Under. How are you today?
Yeah. Broke you like the Get Smart movie. See, I actually thought it was the nude bomb in the first movie. Pretty hilarious considering how strange it is. I love the scene like when he ended up going and his butt cheeks were showing, because the way he tried to stop the villain, it burned all of his seats of his pants. So, but like what's so great with the original was like the cone of silence. We talked about that in the chat already,
Uh-huh.
and it's like the cone of silence. Those type of gadgets never worked, which is kind of interesting that he became the voice of Inspector Gadget later. But it's just, I mean, the bumbling bad luck detective. Well, not detective. He'd be a spy in this case. And
Yep.
we saw some people talking about chaos.
Make
Did,
chaos
what
break the
what
rules
did
of fine, my
see?
friends.
That's where I knew he would like that, the word chaos. But did you? What you memories of the early series, Mrs. Of
I
hindsight,
I like the early series. I like the music. I love the opening. Um, I just think it was great. Oh my gosh, who was Mel Brooks was involved in Get Smart, I believe, in the
Mhm.
original one. Um, and it was really, really enjoyable. I got this stupid thing scanned. Yay. So now
Yay!
I can close this and focus on the show.
Oh,
I was in
absolutely.
the middle of it, and if I didn't finish it,
Right.
it could like uh, shut down by accident, and then I would be stuck doing it all over again. Yes, I
Doug Henry
believe
was also involved, and yeah, the
maybe it
chat
was
saying yeah.
Buck Henry.
Well, but they said Mel Brooks was too. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and I just loved it. I loved the humor. Um, I love like the shoe phone and the cone of silence and things like that. And he just was such an incompetent person, but he stumbled and everything kind of ended up, going his way.
Yeah.
And he got a beautiful wife.
Oh yeah.
But was it Barbara Phelps? Was that her name?
Barbara Feldman, I
Barbara
believe.
Feldman.
Yeah.
I can't even believe I remembered that much.
No, hey, you
Wow.
did good. Yes. We got 17 people here with us tonight. Hey,
It must have
make
been
sure you hit
really
that like
good.
button and subscribe if you haven't. Oh, it was good. And 99 was hot.
Feldman. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
she
Yeah.
was.
Feldman. Okay, yes. But yeah, I thought the movie did a good job of bringing a lot of those elements into it, like the car when he finally got the use of music and things like that. But they had the hero. They also had the embarrassment, the fall of him, but they really redeemed it really good. I thought.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
I just was it James Caan was the president and the thing, just oblivious to everything and just laughing his butt off because when he tackles the conductor because they were looking for the bomb.
Yes.
99 and 86. And of course, we saw there, and Jaime was introduced with Patrick Warburton at the end, which was kind of funny there. But, well, speaking of other franchises, we play a lot of Fortnite, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes. One of the other great things, would you believe there will be like 1 million 1 million agents surrounding this place? Would you believe the 1st Marine Division and 5 dogs? Would you believe 2 Boy Scouts and a Girl Scout leader and a box of cookies? You know, the way he did that when his bluff always failed.
Right.
It was like,
Would you believe?
which was hilarious. It's like, would you believe that was such a good thing? So,
Would you believe?
oh yes, I loved Alan Arkin here. Yes, he told The Rock, we don't do that here. That's CIA crap. Absolutely. You missed it by that much. All right, we do play Fortnite, right?
Yes.
Our friend Snorpoopus just loves our unicorn love right here, right?
Yes. Hey,
Folks,
Snowderpoopus, this is for you.
yes, and well, this will be a little bit graphic, so if you're out there, but 18 people, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, share out the stream if you can, and oi, Stunning's here coming in with farts.
Oi, and burps.
There you go. I guess since somebody took his boobies the other day, he comes in with something else. But go ahead, Mrs. Can you play this link? Yeah, it'd be easier for you to play than me tonight.
Okay, here we go. Oh wait, no, I have to hit play. How do I
Now
play?
remember our unicorns. This should be the ending for the unicorn victory in Fortnite. And it is graphic, so y'all turn your eyes if you can't stand it.
Go ahead and hit play.
Atwood, yeah.
And it's muted too, so I don't know if that will. If we'll, I don't know if we'll hear it, but
Yeah. Well,
Green blood is
it's really
it's green it's green blood. It's fine.
okay.
it's actually we don't need the sound, but it's
Okay, so there we go. And he
was it?
becomes a unicorn.
Yay! Oh, he magically. Oh,
Oh, oh man, that horn. Why did it stop?
was oh animality. That's too funny. That was cool. That was cool. Snorpoop has covered his eyes. So, but yeah, that's another great
It's green
franchise.
blood. It's fine.
Yeah.
It
So
should have
hey,
been like, oh, I wonder if the unicorn gets killed if it's pink blood.
I don't know, but on Tuesday night I learned when we were talking with Daisy Blossom and JT Kirk about what do you call it? The Star Trek Six: The Undiscovered Country. Daisy
Uh-huh.
described the Klingon blood as Pepto Bismol blood.
Oh. Oh,
Yes,
interesting. Interesting.
but
Death
that part
by
wasn't so
Hey
lucky for him.
Sashi!
Death by horny horse.
You missed this morning. I had a birthday. It was a singer from Malaysia. Her name started. It was a one-word name. And it started with an F. And I can't remember any more than that. But it was her birthday today. She was 40, I think, 41 years old.
Yeah.
And you went to bed. The nerve of you going to bed at night. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And Brogu's right. That was just for you, Snortopoopus and Stunning Sling. One of my markers looks like Pepto. Oh yeah, and Sci-Fi agrees. It's Pepto for blood. Oh, but yeah.
I mean,
So
he was a
yeah,
reptile,
good.
so he had green blood.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
I
changes
mean, he was a
into a
reptile, so he
reptile.
had green blood.
So
Oh,
I'm gonna do something a little
cool.
bit different for both of y'all. If there's something that
Oh, hooray.
The
what is there anything yet you specific you guys would like to talk about or share? Is there something either in the news? Well, not necessarily in the news, but beyond Mortal Kombat and horror, Atwood. But is there something else that's happened? Anything cool? Anything going on that you'd like to talk about?
so I've been rewatching this. Well, you may as well call it a
Thank
soap
you.
opera now, and I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I've been rewatching Grey's Anatomy. Yes, I'm a Grey's Anatomy fan. You can hate me for that, but I don't care. Everybody's got a guilty pleasure, whether they want to admit it or not.
Yep.
And that is mine. Uh,
Yeah.
and it's so good. It's so good. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, folks out in the chat, I
And,
mean, have
and,
you watched Grey's
and
Anatomy? Oh,
And
Phantom's asking what color is unicorn blood? But he said one way to find out is have Burr eat one at some point. But yeah. So
I
how
mean,
long have you? A year?
huh?
How long has Grey's Anatomy been? Is it still being
2004.
made?
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
being made. They're about to start season 21.
Wow.
No show,
It's,
no series should have freaking
I agree.
20.
I agree.
Well, I'll take that back. I'm like, if it's like a soap opera, like
Yeah,
General
it's a soap at this
Hospital or
point.
something.
At this point, it's a soap. It's a soap at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So like really, like after season like I don't know 11, it's a soap at that point. Like it's so good. Don't get me wrong, but it like I just finished season 6, and that is the most emotional season finale you will ever watch. Oh my god.
Yep. Grey's Anatomy is still going on. It gave us what? Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Right.
actually, Dad, man, Scream 3 was Patrick Dempsey.
Well, wait. I think he was in one of the Meatballs movies or something many years ago, even before that. So yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's about to start
No new
season.
episodes. Well, I don't know. Are there new laws? I don't know about that
Yeah,
one.
yes, it's still
There's
on.
still new Law and Order. Oh God.
Yep. They are actually, yes, they have 3 series going on for Law and Order right now. Law and
Okay.
Order, Law
Yeah.
and Order SVU, and Law and Order Oh my God, criminal. It's criminal something. Oh my
Criminal
God.
intent, criminal mind,
No,
criminal
criminal
minds, criminal
criminal
intent.
intent ended. Criminal intent ended.
But what's the damn problem with these people? Even friggin' NCIS has got NCIS
Organized crime.
origins. You
Organized
know,
crime. That's what it is.
what the hell did we got to have 4,000 different types of the same damn name show? We had NCIS. Well, we had NCIS New Orleans, NCIS.
See, here's what
Well,
annoys me
there
about.
we had.
Here's what.
We also had. What was that? What with that David guy in Miami? CSI. You got CSI Miami,
Here's what
CSI Las
annoys.
Vegas. When did we do that?
Here's what annoys me about Law and Order though. With NCIS, at least there's only like 5 seasons per series. With freaking Law and Order, the original has like 20 something seasons. SVU is on season like 21 or 22 right now. So yeah, that's the one that oh god.
Once again, I
Mhm.
say if
There are two.
no series should have. The only reason I say soap operas are the exception is because soap operas are so freaking stupid, and they're like you're in a fantasy world. I mean, somebody can like be lost out in the desert for with no survival skills, and everyone think they're dead. And they have the funeral, and then when they're getting ready to change the CEO of the company because they're having them declared dead, they walk into the building, like really healthy and everything. And it's like, where have you been? Well, I was in the desert, and I was kidnapped by these rogue. Um, I don't know whoever.
Oh, yeah, or if it's an anthology show where it's a different story each season.
Yeah.
See, okay, Stanley. No, my chat jumps on me. Sashi says NCIS was a
Oh
spinoff.
my God, Buddy Hepburn.
Was
He's
it a
from
spinoff
Castle.
on Jag?
Castle.
I did not know
Castle.
that.
Oh my God, Buddy Hepburn knows what Castle is. Oh my God, I
Okay,
Yeah,
love
okay,
him.
okay,
Castle.
okay, okay. Yeah, we're really squirreling now. We're jumping between show to show, show to show here. Because see, I do want to talk Castle. I do want to talk Psych in a second. But see, that just gets me all these spinoffs of spinoffs and stuff. And then you got 3 types of CSI. Why can't we come up with new programs and just
But
different
I
things?
tell you,
Are we just that bored?
I
Or we just
liked
want the same thing?
I liked NCIS until they got rid of what's his name. When
Mark Harmon?
no.
Oh, no. The guy that became that criminal jury
Yeah,
selection guy, right?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Bull or something like that.
Bull, yeah,
But
Bull.
when
Yeah.
he left NCIS, I think that well, number one, I just hated the way they did it. But
Mhm.
I kind of see why.
And he
Um,
left after Zeb did
but then she
the
came back. It's
yeah,
just
that was
it's silly, silly. And then I think
Castle.
I don't know. She left. I don't know.
yeah. Stunning said, I don't watch crime shows about boring humans doing boring human things. Now, see, this this one is something that I some of those shows I can't deal with. Criminal Minds was a little bit too realistic for me.
I love Criminal Minds.
I especially the one. Now I love Tim Curry. Tim Curry is one of my
Oh,
favorite
Tim
actors
Curry
of all
was
time.
oh.
But that two-parter where
Denozo,
he was
yes,
at,
Sashi.
well, that
Denozo.
one where he was this very very evil person, and they did it with his disgusting teeth and everything.
Tim
That was
Curry.
that. Here's my point with that though. Tim Curry was fine. He's great. He's great and everything else. But I have a limit sometimes of how much evil I want to watch because it becomes so realistic. And that's the problem I had. He was so realistic looking. He was so evil, creepy looking in that episode. It freaked me out. And I hate when I see when it's almost so realistic you can't separate real life from fantasy. Does that make sense?
Yes, Dadman Snortopoopas is going to bed, so if you'd like to say good night.
Snortopoopas. Yes. All right. Must be a squeeze. Been a long couple of days. Oh, dude, I tell you what, Snortopoopas, you've been proud of me. About 5:30, I passed out in the bed in here, and I was down to about 8 o'clock. It was a heavy power nap. I
Oh.
might have called it going to bed for the night. So hey, remember squirrel, folks. Exactly. So, all right. Okay.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
So real quick,
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
about Tim Curry. You need to show what I'm presenting right now because this is the funniest thing you will ever see.
Okay, go ahead, Mrs. If you,
Oh, I keep forgetting. Sorry.
yeah.
You can really learn a lot about a person's character based on where you know Tim Curry from.
Uh, I'm a
Yes.
sweet from
Oh,
Transylvania.
Yeah.
no, that evil crap. It's Home Alone 2. Home
For
Alone 2
me,
No.
is the perfect Tim Curry.
it's either Rocky Horror Picture Show
Yeah.
or it.
Oh, yeah. It is something. Folks, where did you first
Uh,
learn of Tim Curry, or what's your favorite Tim Curry performance? Feel free to put it out in the chat.
I tell you what he was really good in was Legend.
Yeah, I got it. Let me catch up on the chat. Since I posed that question, let me catch up. We can talk about all these shows again. But let me do. Buddy said Castle is good. Bones is good when it's standalone crimes. Burger
Castle.
said, we'll come back to that. I want to catch up through the chat real quick. We'll get Castle. Problem with new generations don't have an imagination. Create some new habit. I agree. That's the thing. We don't need 30 versions of CSI. So Phantom Outsider was alone in the desert, almost died until I was excused by my unknown till now twin.
yes. Yes.
Yes,
That is
yes,
so pop.
exactly. Ice Queen and Meltdown were the incest backdoor pilot Jag episodes. Okay. Let's see. What's funny is that as long as Law and Order SVU has been on, they should start having characters starting to retire. Yes, that's something. So, Wise Guy was a show. Did you ever get into Wise Guy, Mrs.?
I think I have seen some Wise Guy. I'm trying to remember who was in it. I can picture his face, but he was good. I enjoyed Wise Guys.
All right, here's some of the people about Tim Curry. Okay, Simply Steve said Rocky Horror. Sashi said The Shadow. Simply Steve.
Clue.
Clue. Yes, I've never seen that one yet. I'd need to see that. So Clay down there said Three Musketeers.
That's a good one too.
Clue.
Culture swine.
Oh yes, he was Long John Silver in Muppet Treasure Island.
Yes. Ken Wall. Thank you, Simply Steve. Yes.
Exactly. So, all right, we can go ahead and go back. And that's what I had with the graphic. I just hate when it's so realistic. But Castle was a show that you want to talk about. Okay, go ahead.
Did Castle have that stupid ass ending where they all got killed and then they were I don't
all
know.
of a sudden were fine and they had married and kids and everything.
And had what the hell? That was so freaking stupid. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
That pissed me. I will never watch the ending again. It just pissed me off.
Because
the fact that they were paired up, or the fact that they were paired up, or the kill, or just what?
No, so they were already married, but they were about literally on the floor fixing to die, and that literally in the last minute of the episode of the series finale, all of a sudden it's like, oh, then all of a sudden it's like 7 years later, and they have kids, and then it's the end.
Yeah, it was stupid. I was so irritated that
because the reason is because the one that plays Beckett, the female in that show, she wanted to, she was sick of the show, so she wanted to shoot it.
You know what? The show should have ended, and they should have just ended it. Why did they have to freaking do that?
Yeah, the reason that show works so well is for one name, and it is Nathan freaking Fillion.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
And
isn't he rumored? Didn't somebody try to connect him to that island movie or that video game movie about the island?
Uncharted,
yeah.
It was a fan-made movie. He was in the fan-made movie.
Exactly. People wanted him to play that character when the studios went with. Yeah, the studio went with somebody else, some kid. Yeah.
And fun fact, he is Cage 6 in Destiny 2.
Yep. Well, Sashi said,
he is. I really.
Madeline Sashi and Clue. Brogan said
Madeline
enjoyable,
Kahn
but
I love Madeline Kahn in anything. I really do. Oh gosh, no, totally. The Mel Brooks, Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yes.
Well, we got 17 people still with us. Now, y'all are awesome. Thanks for being here. hit that like button, share it out with everybody else. We'll see what we do, where we go. Brogan said Castle was enjoyable but unrealistic. He's going to be paired up with her and be in the interrogation room, interrogating people, really.
But it worked, though. It worked. He was so funny, and but he played it off so well. It was so good.
Well, and hello to Putin's cat. He did not like Clue, but hey, it's good. But good to see you tonight. So, let's see. Stunning's wanting to know when the robots are punching each other. Oh, crap. Come on, computer. All right. So, one did was wanting to talk about. You talk about the endings and romance and all. Yeah, Mrs. Winnow, Psych. Did you like the way Psych ended because she finally gave in to him and she, and all this stuff, and then they all magically went to San Francisco together to work under the eluded
Yeah, but I'm
monk.
trying to remember the movies because they had and what happened after that ending of the show, because they had 2 or 3 movies, or at least a couple that I know of, and I can't remember what happened.
I've only seen 2 or 3 episodes, so I have no idea what y'all are talking about right now.
No, Psych. It's the fake psychic guy. But anyway, Phantom said the movie Annie was Tim Curry's first big picture. So
yeah, he was good in the films.
Oh,
and everybody, speaking of Rocky Horror Picture Show,
yeah,
guess whose birthday's today that was in Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Who?
Meatloaf.
Oh, wow.
He was dinner.
Oh, that's right.
He was.
Yes. But hey, here's your Madeline Kahn, Lila von Stoop and Bleeding Saddles. I'm so tired. Remember that one?
Yes.
So, Murder by Death.
Down Under. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Madeline Kahn did have awesome tits. Murder by Death was good. Yeah. I agree with you, Buddy Hepburn. I do agree with you on that. But I still liked Clue. I thought it was silly. Mm-hmm. And I just loved it when Tim Curry kept running around doing all the different solutions.
I gotta watch that one. I don't think I've ever watched Clue, but we'll have to pick it up sometime. Madeline Kahn, fantastic, and everything she's in.
Buddy! What? Oh my gosh, when you get down to that one, yes, I want to talk about it.
The Finder?
Yes, okay, The Finder was an amazing show, and it just didn't, it was sad. It was an amazing show. I didn't realize he died, though, but it was a good show.
What is The Finder, though?
It was a series about a guy that could find anything, kind of. Is what it was about.
Wow, that
was kind of the premise of it. There was a lot more. I don't remember a lot of the minutia of it.
Best description of the night, you chat.
But that's kind of what it was. Okay, I will read what they say.
All right. So.
The Finder is an American procedural drama television series that ran as a mid-season replacement. It's a spinoff of the series Bones. Come on, let's at least describe it somewhere in here. It's a backdoor pilot of season 6 episode entitled The Finder. It's loosely based on the Locator series of 2 books. It had one limited series. He was a U.S. Army major, and he had traumatic brain injury in Iraq. And due to that, he survived. He was paranoid, suspicious, and quirky. He also says that he is not exactly inhibited, but it somehow resulted in him now being able to find anything, seeing patterns where others would not. So he could find anything. So if you needed to find something, you'd go to the Finder.
Oh, interesting.
That's kind of.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. And I mentioned this too earlier about was the reference to Monk there. That was really cool with that.
Yes.
So let's see.
And Monk is another amazing show, but the ending.
Yep. Welcome,
I mean,
B from O Junior. Go ahead.
It was a good ending, but I went. But it was a good ending.
Good to see you. We got 21 people here now on a Friday night. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Playing Down Under, he probably.
We need 4 more likes on the YouTube side. What's that?
Oh, it's probably me. Sorry.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Make sure y'all hit the like. We got 16 likes, 20 on watch on YouTube. We got 1 on Twitch. Maybe, you never know. So, oh, man. This is another thing here. Don Knotts, Tim Conway. I mean, I tell you what, we missed it. On the 15th and 18th, they had the 50th anniversary of Blazing Saddles, Mrs. And I missed the dates because
we've seen it before.
But in the theater, it would have been great again one more time.
Because in the theater.
I know, but it'd been good to go again one more time to see it there. But I missed the dates. That's what happened. I was thinking it was this week, but I think of, and when I said that is because I think of Harvey Korman.
All these wonderful shows.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, we'll get there. Just star them because see, here's what got my attention here was the comic gold of like the all those people associated with Carol Burnett. And Andy Griffith. We got they mentioned Don Knotts and Tim Conway, and I was thinking of Harvey Korman because of Blazing Saddles, and some of the best skits seeing Harvey Korman and Tim Conway, and just watching them laughing at each other. It was
because Harvey Korman was notorious for laughing during the skits. And so Tim Conway would ad-lib and do stuff trying to make him laugh during the skits, especially when he played that old man or like that dentist one. It was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, he purposely tried to make them laugh during the performances.
Yeah, that's what I love with great comedy like that. It's just it just is really funny. And hello to John Pontorio, John P. Sorry, Pontorio. Good to have you tonight with us. Good to see you. Sound hi to Brogu.
Hello.
Yes. All right. So, and Sci-Fi Mommy said that's because Carol and Tim are always trying to prank each other. They love to one up each other. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was. Gosh, when they show the bloopers and stuff, it is hilarious. And when you can get Tim Conway to laugh, you have succeeded because it was pretty hard for him to laugh, to break out of the character.
Yeah, that's just really good. I just love comedy like that. I'm more of the comedy than the horror and the other violent stuff and all that. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe buttons as we do. Appreciate all the support with 19 of you great people here on a Friday night spending your time with us. So Mrs. Okay, I know you started a few of these.
Can we say hello to Admiral Teague real quick?
Did Teague come in? Oh, yes. Hey.
Hello,
Admiral Teague, welcome in. Thank you for seeing that. So, and Buddy said, yeah, MeTV, if you have stuff like that or the little free TV things, you can find a lot of these old TV shows. I think MeTV also has Adam 12, Emergency, especially Emergency is one of my favorites of all time. So Vicki Lawrence and Tim Conway just owed Corman. When she was in a building with Conway, the elevator opened, Corman saw them, started laughing his butt off. Just seeing Conway made him laugh.
Yeah.
So let me see. I'm starting a few more, and then we're going to go back. Hello, Batwood. Hey.
Hey, Batwood.
Exactly. Good to see you tonight, Batwood. So, all right. Well, we're going to go back up. We're going to hit some 21 people. Wow. I'm really honored by you guys hanging out with us on a Friday night for a show that really has no format. We're just kind of winging it, which is why we call these the squirrel streams. We just jump tree to tree, net to net, topic to topic. If you've not figured that already, we will just fly off on a right turn at a moment's notice. Now, the missus, I know that you...
I thought that was you, JP. I thought it was.
Which one?
John Pontorio
okay.
is JP at RPH JPRPH1. JP. I thought it was you. I thought you had said that earlier. So, okay. Now when I
Yeah.
see that in the morning,
Right.
I'll remember.
Yeah. Now let me go to Atwood first before we come back to the Pretender one. Mrs. B from O Junior says the new Ryan Murphy show with Travis Kelsey, like the football player, is a little gory, but it's
speaking-
really good so far. Grotesquerie. Are you familiar with this one?
Atwood.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
The
man.
only when it comes to Ryan Murphy, I'm familiar with the show 911, which is really good, and American Horror Story.
Oh, okay.
Grotesquerie. No. Is that the name of it? I probably will not watch that.
Yeah, probably not.
So
Yeah. All right. Well, I just figured it. I figured I'd ask to see what you thought. So,
speaking of
Mhm.
which, I will say American Horror Story is one of those. It's one of those anthology shows where every season is different. So
Mhm.
even if you don't like one season, you could completely like a different season.
Okay. Okay, Mrs. Pretender.
I have
know you were
every
jumping.
episode of that. I love The Pretender. I like the actor who plays Jared. I even remember his name, but I don't remember the actor's name. Somebody, I'm sure, out in the um, audience in the chat will tell me who his name is. But I love the lady that the agent lady that was kind of trying to catch him. She was sexy.
The agent lady.
Well, people who know Pretender know who I'm talking about. But yeah, it was a good show. The stories were good. The whole premise is that he is like this super genius guy, and he is in. They kind of have been basically using him for experiments and to do things, and he escapes. And every episode, he is something else. He's like a surgeon in one episode or whatever because he's a genius and he can kind of like read a book and then do whatever. But it's really good. It's really good, and it's like him kind of learning the real world because he wasn't part of it. Miss Parker, yes. Oh,
Mhm.
but
Well, yeah,
yes,
it's interesting because you have a lot of these series. The other day, you just picked up the complete what?
but I'm going to say the two movies of Pretender where they kind of made them. It just kind of was stupid how they ended it. So I'll never watch those movies again. I'll just watch the series.
You liked the series before. And speaking of that, was it Frasier? I mean, Seinfeld, did you pick up the other day or was it Friends?
I think I got all the seasons of Friends now.
And you just need one disc
Friends.
and you only need one disc on Seinfeld, right?
Yes.
All right. So anyway, listen. No, I'm not watching any damn new Matlock. There's only one damn Matlock, and it
Yeah.
was Andy Griffith. The whole damn thing with this, I love Kathy Bates. Don't get me wrong. Don't use the damn name. Use something
No.
else. Make it inventive. Do something else.
Yes.
But don't have Matlock. It was basically sainthood when it came to TV. So
You know what's funny? She retired from acting before this first season has even come out yet.
Mrs., what do you think about that? I'm not familiar with the Frasier reboot, but see, you still had Kelsey Grammer.
Well,
I knew that it
the
couldn't bring
Frasier
everybody out, but Matlock was different, and I think it's a travesty with
Okay,
Matlock. Go ahead.
well, this is my feeling. I think with the Frasier, the difference between the two, the Frasier, if I understand correctly, I've not watched either one of them because I don't want to. I don't watch a lot of American television, especially the new stuff, because I think most of it is crap. But with the Frasier, if I understand correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, that basically they just took the Frasier people or whatever, and they just started a new series with them like now in present time. So they just took the characters. Whereas with Matlock, it is truly a reboot where they have a different character. I mean, a different, actor, completely different scenario. I mean, different gender. I don't know if she's supposed to be somehow related to Matlock or anything because I'm not going to watch it. Because
I,
guess what? I like the original Frasier and I like the original Matlock, and I'm not going to, no matter who it is. I mean, well, maybe if they had, some really buff guy that shirt always kept falling off playing
Yes.
Matlock, I
Yeah.
probably would watch it then, but
It
I'd
was
probably
produced in
watch it
Asia.
with
You definitely
but
watch
I
it.
probably would watch it with the sound off and just enjoy the visuals.
I
Yeah.
tell
But
you,
sorry, but I'm just saying obviously I'm joking, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that it doesn't matter who the actor is there. I'm not going to rewatch it because I like Andy Griffith as Matlock. I like um, Kelsey Grammer as the original Frasier. I like the cast. I like the whole thing about it. So I'm
Mhm.
not going to watch them. So I don't have anything to say about them
Yeah.
specifically, except that I'm not going to watch it because I don't usually like reboots.
I
Now,
tell you,
from what, real quick, from what I understand about Frasier, he was back, but I think everybody else was new. Like he had a son, and I think everybody else was different. I don't think they brought any of the original characters back,
That's what
but I
I'm.
think, yeah, everybody had a problem. I don't, but that's one thing because you had the lead actor, the name title character. Yeah, life moves on. I could accept that, but what I saw with this, even the promote, just made me. I just couldn't get it. It's like it's just something's wrong.
I tell you one continuation of a show that I will say that I do find at the very least tolerable, but I actually kind of like is the new Quantum Leap show. It's
Mhm.
actually really good. It's a continuation. It's actually really good.
That one I have not watched because I don't watch American television. But that one I
Yeah.
actually was tempted to to watch. I'll be honest with that,
It's
but I
actually
haven't.
really good. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Well, let's move forward a little bit. One of the best scenes in the skit when Conway comes in to interrogate Lyle Waggoner as a prisoner. Conway had the prop department make him a puppet. No one saw coming. Lyle walks the
Oh,
corner.
oh,
Oh, God, I love that. I love that.
I vaguely
Sasha
remember
says,
that one.
oh, you do remember that one? So Sasha's not watching any U.S. shows anymore. So far, sticking with anime because I can watch it for free on YouTube on the same day as Japan.
Nice,
So yeah,
nice,
exactly.
nice.
So let's see. Batwood says Longmire and Yellowstone. I got on late. Don't know.
Longmire is good. I have not seen
No,
Yellowstone.
I
Yeah. Oh
haven't.
yeah.
I haven't seen either one. I think Teague talks about Yellowstone. I think on his channel. So you can go over there and check out when he talks about Yellowstone. I think Teague. Correct me if I'm wrong. Family Outsider did say the printer could be something done and read about a thing and then do it. The government had been using it for profiling scenarios before he escaped. So, Sci-Fi Mommy says it sounds like her mom on Matlock. So, the best. Now, Sci-Fi does love the Frasier reboot. Really funny, but it is missing the dad. And David Hyde Pierce doesn't help the show. Exactly. That's sometimes where I can't adjust. But see here, do you love Kathy Bates? What about seeing Schmidt? Well, I have not seen about Schmidt, but I remember from Frying Green Tomatoes, the only thing I saw was when she said,
Misery.
Yes, that is her
yeah,
best role. I'm sorry.
well, I tell you what, I
Sorry.
like in Frying Green Tomatoes the one scene where the girls were
Okay, yeah.
and she like, hey, I got more insurance. That
That's my second favorite role
that
of
and
hers.
when she was on the Titanic, like, hey, let's get drunk now. Hey,
That's my third.
Art,
But I'm sorry.
I like
who's
I
fault?
like
Who's
that.
fault? Waterboy. Who? I
Yada
mean,
boy.
come on. Mama say, Mama say, Mama say, keep
Wada
going,
boy.
devil. Yeah.
I like Kathy Bates. But I just do not want to watch a reboot of Matlock.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh God, look at this.
Not my misery.
How could you?
oh
Well,
my
if
You
you,
God,
better not. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, you don't touch
Angela
Murder She Wrote.
Lansbury. Oh my gosh.
You don't
well,
touch
look,
Murder She Wrote.
it's bad enough that they have Queen Latifah as the equalizer instead of that British dude, but Okay, but still, we're talking about like Jessica Lansbury, Andy Griffith being rebooted. Why?
Do you remember when they had Murder She Wrote crossover with oh my God, why am I blanking? Magnum PI. Do you remember that?
I do not remember that one.
Yeah,
But
they had a crossover.
they cannot reboot
Magnum PI.
Murder She Wrote because that was
Yeah, you
like
don't
my
dare touch
dad's.
that show.
It was my dad's favorite show. He would watch it every time it was on. Um, and
And
we
it
only
was
had one TV in our house, so when Murder She Wrote come on, everybody watched Murder She Wrote. But I tell you, no, stop it.
I tell you what cracked me up was when they're in Bride of Chucky. Yes, they're re-releasing it on October 30th. But in one of the scenes where with Jennifer Tilly, she's watching TV and she's flicking through the channels, and one of the channels she's watching is Murder She Wrote, and then the next one is Bride of Frankenstein. It's so funny watching her react to that. It's the funniest thing.
Now, yeah. What about this one? Quantum Leap, original and reboot are great. I think there's some
Yeah.
different opinions on that. So,
I have
because I
not
think Sci-Fi Mommy doesn't like the.
Hear me
reboot.
out. At least they did do him. They tried like hell to get him on, but it didn't work out. But they did do his character justice in that show. I will admit they did him justice for what they had to do.
the
They
worst
tried like hell.
the worst part about getting the Quantum Leap on.
Oh, good night, Brogu. Sorry. Good night,
Good night,
Brogu. Just saw
Grogu.
this. And
Of
yeah, Kathy Bates, Mama say. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Um,
As much as I'm sorry, Misery is her best role. I'm sorry.
yeah, I agree. I love Misery. Um,
Not Magna. Oh, yeah, there was, I think they did this one already, rebooting it.
yeah, they did.
It was okay.
But with the Quantum Leap, the original, when you get it on DVD, Quantum Leap had a lot of music in it,
Yeah.
and they could not get the rights to a lot of the music, so it's not in there, and that's kind of sad. Yes, playing Down Under, she was gorgeous. I think until the very
Mhm.
end, I sound so I hate saying it this way, she aged well. She just, was just
hmm
she didn't look fake. I mean, she looked her
Right.
age and, she was beautiful,
It's one of
you
those
Yeah.
know?
shows you can't replicate, man.
No,
Yeah.
see, Sci-Fi likes that Scott Bakula will be the only. See, and I agree with that. I think that that's what happens in so
It
many of these shows. We attach a certain actor, certain person. They
They
are
did the
that
best
character.
job. They did the best job of doing it for what the material they had. They did the best job, and they did
I
it
want
well.
a reboot of Petticoat Junction.
They need to, there's a they need to stop rebooting good stuff and
Yeah.
rebooting movies that or shows that did not get what the attention they deserve the first go round. So like if a show was overshadowed by something, that's the shows that they need to bring back because those could get more attention that they deserve.
Right. Well, see, the thing is now, I think is and they do this in movies too. They're banking on the
IPs.
nostalgia
Mhm.
of our generation, of mine and Dadman's generation, to go, oh
Mhm.
yeah, oh that was so good. Let me watch it again, and let me bring my kid to watch it too. And so they'll
Mhm.
hopefully start another. But it doesn't work. A lot of the
Mm.
live action Disney's they don't
99% of the
work.
time it won't work.
No.
They don't work because they're crap.
Mm.
Whether they're nostalgic or not, people go to watch them because, oh yeah, Little Mermaid, oh yeah, Cinderella, oh yeah, whatever, Lion King, whatever is the live thing they do at the moment, and they're banking on that nostalgia of
Mhm.
people going there to overlook the crappiness of the movie because it brings them back to their childhood. You
Right.
know, and I
If
think
they're
that's what they're
smart,
doing. I think that's what they're doing with these, but they're not doing any of them well,
I know. Why do you
you
think
know?
I say with Star Wars? Any Star Wars product, I don't care. Anything new. It's like they're trying to use something general to make me like something I have no connection to, and when they do it, it's bad. Like the Acolyte was like atrocious. I mean, Ahsoka. Ahsoka was just bad television to me. Forget Star Wars, anything else was just bad TV to me. And then I know people that Acolyte, they couldn't even finish it because it was just you could. But still, they like to play with those little things. Oh, Luke Skywalker
Now,
or
I will say,
Chewbacca. But the problem is they don't fail to realize they already destroyed Luke Skywalker to me. Because once I saw Last Jedi, that will now be the last image I ever saw of Luke Skywalker in the Mouse's franchise, not
I
the
think
hero. Yeah. Go ahead, Howard.
you know what I find so funny is like most of the good remakes that we hold in such high regard came out in the 80s.
Yeah, they did. They did.
For
And
example,
you know what? A lot of
hang on,
what's even better, what is even thing is most of these American shows were not even American. They
think about
they
it
took
this
them
way.
from the British, they took them from Asia, they took them from everywhere else around the world. American television has struggled for a long time.
So some examples of amazing 80s remakes that were better than the original. The Fly, better than the 50s version.
Yeah,
The Blob was better than the original. Most of these remakes came out in the 80s or that are better than the original.
But see, the thing is, it's all subjective opinion because I know a lot of people that would stick with the black and white, the versions with Vincent Price and people,
The Parent
actors
Trap.
like
The
that.
Parent Trap came out in the 90s. That was better than the original. You will not convince me
Liar,
otherwise.
liar. I have to say,
As
but let
much
me. I did want. Go ahead, Atwood, real quick.
as much as I hate Lindsay Lohan nowadays,
Yeah.
she nailed the Parent Trap remake.
Mhm.
She nailed it.
Yeah. Well, Admiral Teague, I want to say because somebody's talking about Lawnmower, it was Yellowstone. He did a couple of the channels on his channel, so if you want to check more about Yellowstone, look over there for him. Let me get caught up on the
Hey,
chat.
be promote Ginger.
1883 is already out.
Are you talking about Brilliant Minds? That's a new show with Zachary Quinto. I was looking it up because I didn't. No, it sounds like a good one.
So JPRP said, tried to give the new Quantum Leap benefit of the doubt. Then teasers the promises of a Scott Bakula return. Never happened. Tried to like it, but to no avail. So, Batwood, yeah,
Dude,
original Magnum is the best. Exactly.
if you're gonna give any reboot a chance, Quantum Leap is the one I would give the most chance. It is really good.
Anything that you have a fighting
Teague, I just love it. So, Buddy Hepburn says Magnum PI Murder She Wrote crossover episodes are on Butt series DVD sets, so you don't have to get both sets if you do not want to.
Oh yeah, but you should.
I did see Shania Twain. Has something happened to her? Or is she still doing country music? I don't know. I don't know. Country is not country anymore. So, let's see. See, of course, original Star Wars is the best. Absolutely. We got. Come on, get there. There you go. Star Wars, please don't. We got Star Trek over Star Wars. Wow.
Yes.
Yes. We got a debate here. We're gonna have a debate out of the chat. So.
Wait.
Dave.
Hang on. I have to ask a really important question. Be familiar. You said you do like new Star Trek. When you say new Star Trek, do you mean like the new TV shows or like the new movies, like the Kelvin timeline? Which one are you talking about? Because that really depends on whether I hate you or not.
Oh my gosh, too many damn timelines. Jeez. It's like we don't need more timelines. So that's why the original Disney formula was best as far as instead of live action garbage, just re-release originals into theaters. Did you, Mrs.? Did you call somebody out? Did you?
I saw that Fallout Dave said it says everything is sequels, reboots, remakes, no originality anymore. There is originality out there, but
it's not Fallout.
People don't want it. I mean, they have to. A lot of YouTube. I mean, they're finding alternate platforms to show this stuff, and it's sad because there's some talented people out there that are not allowed to do what they want to do. They have to, max out all their credit and everything to get stuff done so they can show it. It's out there. It's just that in the
You just have to look for it.
Mainstream. In the mainstream, there's not. You want to do the big studios, the big,
Because that's all
state.
they want to that's all they want to
Yeah.
cash in on these days is the mainstream crap. They don't know how to end anything now.
Yep.
That's why you have to actually search for the good stuff.
Sashi, I have not watched Crow 2024, but
Let me just say something real quick about that. Okay, so
okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but I will say this, Sashi. You cannot look at The Crow as a remake because it's not a remake of the movie. It's another adaptation of the comic book or the source material. It's not a remake of the movie at all.
There's
So,
country in Canada.
But it still could be bad.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet, so I'm not defending it. But you cannot look at it as a remake because it's
Right.
not.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that gets into the difference between what's a remake, what's a reboot, stuff like that. But like we talked about between Frasier and Matlock coming up, but oh my gosh,
Well, it
all I
depends
know
on
is
where
we
you
get.
take your. It depends on where you take your source material from. If you take your source, like if this Crow, from what it sounds like, from what Atwood said, the 2024.
It's like Batman.
The 2024, they took their source from the comic book and not from the original movie. If they took their source material from the original movie, it'd be a reboot. Since they're taking it from the comic,
It's another adaptation.
It's an adaptation. I got that. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, all I know is we got 14 people, 15 people still with us tonight. You guys rock. Thank y'all for spending your Friday nights with me. We are trying to get this show back on the Friday nights like we had till what? I think it was about 2 months ago when I started running up into getting football on the road again and things, and took a little break hiatus. But hey, thanks for coming in on a Friday night and choosing to be here when there are other options out there. Share the word, get more people in here. We'll have even more fun. Well, I mean, tonight we're down with some of our key crew members, but we have a rotation of panelists that we have come through. Well, hello, B from O. The dad is here now. Good to see you. Good to see you. Buddy says the biggest problem with the new Crow is that everyone is a dirtbag and you don't care about anyone. Kind of like the way Godzilla movies have been for the last 10 years, Mrs. Right? Remember how we went to every daggone Godzilla movie and we're like, please eat the humans. Please eat the humans.
Any monster, any creature movie, we were like, oh my gosh, please just eat them already. They're friggin' annoying me to death. Except for
you don't watch
Godzilla
it for
-1.
them. You don't watch it for the you don't watch it for the humans running away from them. You watch them because you want to see them get eaten.
Yeah, because they're horrible people.
That's why they watch them.
But you know what? I think you know, even if they're going to get eaten, you should feel bad when they get eaten. And we did it. We cheered. We were happy when they got eaten because then we didn't have to listen to them anymore.
And they were still talking. We were like, please eat them. Please get rid of the humans.
Stop. You know,
or
but
they're
the
running
only
to Boston, Fenway Park, and all. It's like
the only two movies that we had compassion for the humans was, well, there probably were others, but was Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
And
I love that one.
And Godzilla -1 or
yes,
Godzilla
exactly.
-1.
Well, see here, Eric Draven. I guess Eric Draven was a character but the older movie was against drugs, and the new one he's a junkie. That's a huge change to expect people to have to deal with.
Here's that's, and I'm just gonna say this, but that's kind of one of the reasons why I like slasher movies, because that's the point of them. You watch them because you want to see idiot people get
unalived.
You want to see them get sacked. So that's and sometimes it's really funny how they do it with practical effects.
Yes.
It's so funny.
Well, I got to say something. I think I love the sense of humor on this one. I don't think Matlock is a reboot or sequel. I think it's a woman who's aware of the TV show in the 90s and simply has the same name and cracks jokes about it. That's the feeling I got from the trailer. Have you seen the trailer, Mrs. or Atwood?
I saw it and completely turned it off.
I wasn't going to watch it, but people had talked about it. And then one day I think I was watching football or something, and it came on and I couldn't turn the channel. And I'm like, oh, dear God, what is this? I was
Mhm.
like, yeah, it was
They
as
actually
bad.
they have a channel on Pluto TV if anybody's ever heard of that, and they're just show Matlock.
Well, like
And
they do MST3K
And
nonstop.
what's
So
so neat about Matlock, if people don't know, it's like a family affair.
Mhm.
Any family members, they get parts in the shows all the time. He just really, he just says he used his family a lot as actors or whatever. So that's kind of neat. You go in and you see the people and you go, oh well, yeah, you can tell that's a Griffith. Because they look like Andy Griffith, you know.
Mhm.
or Shoney's, you know, he's Shoney's. So hey, Admiral Teague, are you gonna have the Queen Latifah equalizer? Sorry, I just had to.
Have you seen that Have you seen the new TV show with Queen Latifah?
No, I won't watch it. I like the Equalizer movies though with
Yeah, the movies
Denzel.
are good.
He's,
I haven't
he's
seen the
always
show
good.
yet, but I've heard good things. I haven't seen it though.
I won't watch it. But it's one of those shows. It's that tall British dude. That's the movie. Matlock's this Southern gentlemanly lawyer. So,
So what do you
I
think
had to
about
ask. Go ahead.
what do you think about American shows that try to um, emulate British or other countries?
It depends on the
Good
source
shows.
material itself.
Did you see the private chat?
No, I did not.
Okay. Ooh, British American shows that try to emulate British. Well, historically, they just fell. I mean, they tried to do one with John Larroquette with Faulty Towers, and it
There's
just
some that have actually done well. All in the Family actually was based off of a British comedy, if
You
I
know what's funny
remember
though?
correctly.
take care, Sashi.
You know what's funny? It's
Hi,
funny you say that
Sashi.
because we talk about how American shows can't emulate British shows. It's the same way flipped around because look at how The Office tried to do a reboot of The Office in the UK and it failed
The UK has
miserably.
started The Office. I
And it
think
failed, and the
no,
American capitalized on it.
I think the UK it was first in the UK
And it
and
failed.
then it might have failed, but they still took it from the UK. It was successful here, but yeah. I just was curious if
And
anybody.
now I will say there is a UK version of Shameless, and the US version was far superior.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I just
I,
think
I'm
it's
I'm
interesting.
just giving an example.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dadman's muted. Why is Dadman muted?
He had to go to the kitchen, so he'll
Oh.
be back. The thing with like a lot of I think like in British comedies is that once again they don't usually last 600 years,
Mm.
you know. Um, so let me see if there's any chat here. Let's see. I'm trying to. Oh wow, I'm like way down here. Let me go up here. Let me find where we're
Bye,
at.
Sashi. Sashi had to leave.
Three's Companies works. That's one. Law and Order UK works.
Oh yeah, I forgot Law and Order had a UK. That's right.
And Buddy Hepburn likes the Ricky Gervais Office and the UK Shameless more than the US ones.
Well,
But
I haven't seen it, but you're one of the rare few I've seen that actually said they like the UK version.
there's a lot of people that if you are not kind of into British shows, um, you won't like them no matter what, no matter how good they are. Okay, but and Batwood says time to go to bed. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Good night, Batwood.
No, you cannot go to bed. No.
But good night. Teague says I would watch more British TV, but I only speak American, and the subtitles annoy me, and that is a big thing with British television is not only the accent but the slang
I
and
don't mind the
things like that.
accent. I just mind some of the spelling. Like you don't know how much the center that is how people spell center in the UK. That annoys me so much.
Oh,
Like they'll
what
they'll spell it
CENTRE?
CENTRE.
That's how you
It
spell it. Uh,
it takes I don't know. It's like that's normally how they should spell it, but it still annoys me because it's not what I'm used to.
exactly. Phantom Outside says some detective shows never worked for me. Ironside, Hardy Boys, Murder She Wrote. Every week they would confront the killer alone, and that all unarmed, and that are all unarmed. How does
You
that
know,
make
it's
sense?
called plot armor.
I love the Hardy Boys. Sean Cassidy's birthday is today, actually. Happy birthday, Sean. Love ya. I had your poster on my wall. But yes, Murder She Wrote. Yes, and and I will say there was another thing. Even though I loved Murder She Wrote, there was one thing that I always. How many people can? What was the name of the place that she lived? Something Arbor, something Bar. I
No.
don't know wherever. So many people died there. Why would people go live there? There was murders every week there.
You mean like
Uh,
why would people go to Elm Street after, A Nightmare on Elm Street?
yeah. I've already did those, Dad Man.
Okay, sorry about that. I just got back. But the thing about the British shows, it's just most American shows don't work. I mean, I know, at least now, it's not the same. A buddy had mentioned about Three's Company was based off a British show
Three's
and things like that.
Company.
But it's like like the more modern, more recent ones, they just don't work. I don't
Crabapple
know.
Cove. Yes, that was the name of it. Thank you,
So
T.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lot. I know people are gonna hate me for this
Oh,
one.
these are for you. Wait, I heard a rumor the Brits harbor a penchant for unreadable subtitles too.
Yes.
They
Well, yeah,
favor
yeah,
it,
okay,
so to
okay.
speak.
Hang on. Harbor and color don't bother me as much. That one doesn't bother me as much. And favor kind of annoys me, but still not as much. But still, the center, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird how certain ones bother me, but others don't. But the one that annoys me the most, and you know which one it is? I think I've said this
Center.
before. No,
Just kidding.
no.
What?
What's the problem? The spelling?
Schedule.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Oh, why do you think I'm always on Hungries? About he's Australian. Australian, British. Anyway, I was going to make a Foster's reference, but he has a proper the way I keep changing him to the Americanized version of pronunciations all the time. So, but yeah, that's I know schedule or those things.
Aluminium.
Yeah. Now, talking about movies, I know we talked about the thing with the British versions and this, that, and the other. One thing, and we talked about some of the earlier about shows that have been made into movies. One that I liked, it was kind of goofy, maybe because it was right around the time the Mrs. and I were dating or getting married, and it just seemed hokey because Mrs. was older than me, and so it's more of her TV show than mine. But I watched it, The Brady Bunch.
I love the Brady Bunch. I'm
pork
sorry.
chops and applesauce. Pork
Pork
chops and applesauce.
chops and applesauce.
And the movie, though, it was so weird, I will say, to take a movie that made in the mid 1990s and yet have these people still living like they were in the 70s
The
in the
Christmas special
90s.
was
It was
better. The
weird.
Christmas special was better.
Well, no, I'm talking about the movie itself. I'm talking about the movie
Look, it
itself.
had Jerry Cole and
Yeah. Uh, uh, Duvall, Shelley, is it Shelley Duvall?
Shelley Duvall.
No,
Shelley
Shelley,
Long.
Shelley Long.
Shelley
Yeah,
Long.
Cheers. Yes, exactly. But I thought it was really weird how they made it. It's like they implanted the 70s and the 90s, and they're just oblivious to everything going around them.
And to me, that just was silly fun, and that's why I really liked it.
Buddy,
Exactly.
I did start a chat, Dadman, for you to go back to.
Shetland.
Shetland, yeah.
Buddy, you're one of the people I would love to have a conversation with because
Yeah.
I love a lot
Yeah.
of your takes.
Yeah.
Buddy,
All right.
have you
Well,
heard? I wanted to ask him a question
oh,
about
sorry.
that.
Okay. I was
No,
on Brady Bunch, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Have you heard of the show Hinterland? That one is really good. It's a Welsh show, and what's so neat about that one is that they actually shoot two versions of it. One of them in English and one of them in Welsh.
Ooh, wow.
It's a really, really good show. I've tried to get some of it, but to watch some of it, that one is really a good series.
Now another good series that I mentioned a while back, and I want to see if anybody has even bothered to look it up yet. I highly doubt it though.
Yeah.
Has anybody looked up Slasher yet? Because I mean,
No.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay. I'll look it up right now.
We're going to be positive. We're going to be positive tonight because I like where the chat's going with some of this stuff tonight. Phantom Outsider said, waiting on another detective show where they confront these other detectives. So, quote, Aunt Jess, a relative invites you to a place and people start dying. Busted for insurance scam. There you go. But Teague says that the Brady Bunch movie and sequel are great, but let us off a cliff with news of that nature. Yeah, that's true, Mrs. I just like the Brady Bunch movies because I thought they were just kind of cool, and then how they had the one about the husband she never knew about and stuff, and to see the horror and all the kids' faces, it was hilarious.
Oh, the horror!
Really cool. But another fun one is like Buddy Hepburn said, the Beverly Hillbillies.
Hey, a Beverly Hillbillies note. It is Donna Douglas's birthday. It either was today or yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, and I tell you,
say happy birthday. Don't just fluff that off. Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Donna
Thank
Douglas. You were a hottie.
Happy birthday! Sing it for you.
Now, what do you mean, Vern?
Not a mean Vern?
No, Varney. Jim Varney. Jim Varney, one of the best voices and talented actors of all time, played Jed Clampett in the movie, and of course, they had the buddy Epstein, the buddy, but they had the cameos all in that movie. Was really Jim Varney in that movie was really, really great. They had the Jethro guy was just perfect in that movie. We've seen him on the Drew Carey show and other places. Really, really was a fun one. If you have not seen the Beverly Hillbillies, that's definitely a movie you should try to watch. So, Phantom Outsider said, one of the best lines in the Brady movie, and the maid works for free. Also, 6 people, 1 bathroom, and I never did see a toilet.
Can I say one thing that was innovative? I thought I think they were trying to do a 4th series. I might have all 3 of them then. Was in the Brady Bunch. Before then, the husband and wife had to sleep in separate beds. And if they were sitting on the same bed, each one of them had to have a foot on the floor.
Yep. Yeah, that's interesting.
The Brady Bunch is the first show where Mr. and Mrs. Brady slept in a king-size bed.
Wow, that's interesting. Now, Buddy did come up with the Brady Bunch travel episodes, but he said Brady Bunch. I'd like to see the Bradys going around eating, but yeah, they're travel episodes, a lot of adventures and all. And hey, Chief Judge Finity, there is no time travel allowed on my channel. I hate time travel. Maybe the Terminator is set up properly, but no, not no. It's way overused. So hey, yeah, Phantom Outsider said they would have done more Beverly Hillbilly movies had Varney not passed. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. So, Buddy Epson, thank you for the name.
No, they did not. They did not sleep in the same bed, Everly. They had 2 separate beds. The shows I saw, if they ever showed their room, there were 2 separate beds.
Yeah, and previous to the Brady Bunch. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I will check that. If I am incorrect, I will correct myself.
All right.
But I
All right.
really thought that they had 2 separate beds.
Yeah, I know you've been telling me that for a very, very long time. Yeah, Diedrich Bader here. Come on, dang it. Oh, God, Buddy Hepburn. Yeah, since they won't move from there. Buddy Hepburn, originally actor for Tim and was also Barnaby Jones. That reminds me of a great line from Sinbad and Jingle All the Way. Get back, Barnaby Jones, when he said that to Robert Conrad. Anyway, you had to be there to enjoy the movie. Right, Mrs.? Because the best Christmas movie of all time is Jingle All the Way, right?
What? I didn't hear that. I was looking up the other thing. What?
Okay.
Dadman, do you not hear me?
I hear you. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to rephrase this. Buddy Epson was the original actor for Tin Man. He was also Barnaby Jones. Reminds me of the great line by Sinbad and Jingle All the Way with "Get back, Barnaby Jones" when he said that to Robert Conrad. And the greatest Christmas movie of all time, Jingle All the Way, right, Mrs.?
Sure. If it makes you happy, Lucy and Ricky never shared a bed or a blanket. Let's see,
wow.
or a blanket on the sitcom.
Wow.
It was all because of the censors. And
thank you, Phantom Diedrich Bader. Yes, that's the name. Munsters beat Brady's by a year. Buddy said Dick Van Dyke Show also has separate beds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and
one thing that they actually did was
Fallout Dave. You're the chatter of the night with that comment.
Buddy Hepburn, you're the.
Do you see that right there? Yes, Fallout Dave. Yes, Jingle All the Way.
Okay, if you like Jingle All the Way, that's fine. It really is okay.
Oh, let me get caught up, Atwood. Let me get caught up real quick, and then I'll let you have that real quick. So, let's see. I like Back to the Future. Finally got to see that on a big. Hey, New Jersey, where's Wes Cagle? So,
this is interesting.
Phantom said that Herman and Lee Munster were the first couple out of bed together to beat the Bradys. So. Oh, hey, Max. Good to see you tonight. How are you doing? Padawannabe's here. Turbo Man rules. Yes. We got love for Jingle All the Way and the chat tonight, too. Oh, my gosh. Santa Claus and Hey, I got a Christmas stream coming up in a few months. So be back here. Die Hard is the greatest Christmas movie ever. We agree with that. Bewitched and Dream of Genie, Mr. Ed, I guess, also. Let's see. Okay. Atwood, your buddy said something you want to see.
Yeah. Buddy Hepburn, on the Santa Claus comment, you are the first person that I have heard of that has actually heard of that movie, and I've got to say that you just made me so happy because that is one of those movies that is so. If you like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, you're gonna probably enjoy Santa Claus. So the premise of the movie is this kid draws this. He's created his own character called Santa Claus, and it ends up coming to life, and it's this Jaws with a Santa Claus hat. You guessed it. It is the funniest thing you will ever watch on freaking camera. It's hilarious.
Okay, I'll have to try that. Okay, Mrs.
What? It's Pat. It's okay.
No, go ahead. Take it.
I've already deleted everything. It's okay. Go ahead. Continue. Follow along. The topic has passed.
No, that's what we do. We bounce topic to topic.
Fine. It's fine. The topic has passed. Bounce to the next topic.
No, it's still out of the chat.
The topic has passed. Please bounce to the next topic.
We can always go back.
Arguing again.
I know. So because see, it's still out in the topic.
I've deleted it all. I don't have it anymore. I searched it, so I don't have it anymore.
He's making a list, fighting it twice. So, So anyway, but hey, it's. So let's see. Let me see something real quick.
Oh, we're in the typing war now.
Let's see.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we got 15 people here. We got about an hour and a half. Let's see. We hit all kinds of different topics tonight. So, but great movies. Any other reboots that you do like?
Like, are we talking movies or shows?
Shows.
Oh, then, other than the ones I've mentioned, no.
Okay. All right. Mrs., do you have any reboots of TV shows you did like?
No.
All right.
There's
say-
none. Not that I know.
It actually, by a week.
Poor buddy. Look at that.
Unless you count the unaired Munsters presentation, the Addams Family came first by a week.
Oh, really? Okay. Didn't know that.
Oh gosh, buddy, that's nasty. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Skunk. Oh, man, I didn't realize skunks would be in populated areas, but I guess they could be anywhere. We do see coyotes through our neighborhood sometime. So.
Oh, yep, we do.
Exactly.
Battlestar
Yes.
Galactica. That is a reboot.
But I will say, for me, that's what I had to watch to get into it. Because I was such a fan of the original series that I just, Mrs., I don't like change, right?
Right.
And that one had so much change into it that really,
it wasn't like the original.
It wasn't. But I will say, in a lot of ways, I think they did a good job with it.
They reboot the Muppet Show.
They've rebooted the Muppet Show 10 times to Sunday. What are you talking about?
No, really, because I just what was there's a recent one where they had.
There was the Muppet Show, then there was the Muppets, then there was there was like 3 different reboots.
Well, no, I'm talking about like the original Muppet Show with the format where they had guests and everything. And then they did one, and it was like really. It was it called the Muppets? Maybe that was the one. That was awful.
Cobra Kai. That's a good like. It's not really a reboot, but it's like,
a good
continuation. Karate Kid.
Yeah. It's really good. Really, it's better than that next Karate Kid movie they did, which was awful.
That reminds me about all the things because Johnny was always, he lost the girl, everything, lost the title, got embarrassed by his coach. Did anybody feel for Johnny? I mean, this is kind of like Johnny made it big time, and is Ralph Macchio is whatever his face, not so nice.
I never watched.
You never watched this one, but yeah.
See, but Max Redstone Muppet Babies was cute. But no, they didn't have all
what you want to know? Easily one of my top 5, probably even top 3 worst sorry excuses for reboots ever made.
What's that?
When they rebooted Charmed.
Why? Yes, why?
And what's even worse is they used the absolute worst CGI you could ever win. It was on the CW. That should tell you something automatically. Current CW, might I add. Yeah, it's bad.
No, boy. Yeah. So go ahead, Mrs.
I think if we had a show about non-reboots, it would last like a minute. Because everything seems
The
to be a
new
reboot.
the new Mystery Science Theater on Netflix is actually pretty good.
Well, I had to laugh when Atwood said CW is awful for television now. But hey, but still, that's where you can find Pac-12 football or the Pac-2 football.
Pack
The only
two.
good the only good decision they've made recently within the last 5-10 years probably.
Hmm. Well, I tell you what, it's interesting to see them come in with sports. So, study says CW equals crackhead Wells.
Okay.
And Max said there's a Karate Kid. Max said there's a Karate Kid cartoon back in the day. Were you aware of that, Mrs.?
Which was
No.
good.
But the Jackie Chan Adventures
And
was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me reiterate. Okay, I'm talking CW original television.
Oh, okay.
Like,
well, Plain Down Under did feel for Johnny.
I'm not talking.
Charm?
I'm not. Pac-12 is not a CW original.
Well, I'm saying it can help save the network. Like Buddy says, WWE next is moving to CW. But yeah, NXT, I know what you mean. Like Charm was a show on CW. What were some of the other ones? I think.
Speaking of this, I do want to side tangent. You were talking about Karate Kid and Jackie Chan Adventures. There was a kid friendly. There was a kid version of Mortal Kombat called Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. That show is amazing. You can actually find it on YouTube.
Wow.
It was a kid. It was a Saturday morning. It was a Saturday morning cartoon that came on. It was great.
How's that possible?
Saturday morning cartoons.
I agree with you.
What did you say, Dadman?
How's that possible? How's that possible?
It was actually pretty good. It was talking. Now I'm not. Now, granted. Okay, I'll take that back. For a kids-friendly version of it, it was good.
What was the name of it again?
Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. It is free on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. It was so underwell known. I don't even think that you can find it on DVD. I think most of them are just like bootleg copies now. But you can find it for free on YouTube. It's really good, actually. Really good.
Yeah.
It only has I think it's like 13 episodes, I think.
Now, Mrs., you did say something really important because we've kind of touched on the topic.
Okay, wait a second. Let me go ahead and post this. If anybody is interested, here is a link to Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm on YouTube. Check it out.
It's really good. It's really good.
There it goes. But Mrs., let's see. Let's see. I'll go back to this one. MeTV has definitive list of first couples. Johnny and Kay, 1947. Love Lucy. Oh wow, cool.
And one of the main actors, y'all might know this name. Clancy Brown was in the show.
Clancy Brown,
you may know him as Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob.
I can't get used to him as SpongeBob though.
In that, so.
He's Mr. Krabs. That's what I can't get. I'm looking at Sergeant Zim from Starship Troopers
Krabs
and all these
other.
I know. I just oh god.
And each one of those episodes are like 20 minutes, so it would take. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, like
and
4
another
4
actor
hours,
who
4.5 hours to watch.
Y'all
them.
really.
Lex Luthor also.
And a bigger name that y'all really will know who's in every episode of the show, who's a regular character on the show, Ron Perlman. He has a main star on the show.
Oh, wow. The Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
So.
Now, I do, Phantom made a thing that interesting. The first 3 couples were married in real life. That's interesting too. So, Stunning said he voiced him in all the Superman and Justice League cartoons also. But to get back to cartoons business, you had something very important right there. It was wonderful. Because like you said, you miss the Saturday morning cartoons, And I do too, because it's like something as a kid growing up, Saturday morning came around. I was like, wake up, get those cartoons started. And then, of course, for me, it was college football at noon. But But what are some? I mean, it's just our kids really were not. I think when did the Saturday morning cartoon really go
Well,
away?
when they started with cable, when the Disney Channel
Mhm.
became in existence, where it used to originally it was free, by the way.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's
Nickelodeon.
kind of Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. Those kind of started the demise of Saturday morning cartoons um, because people would start going over there to watch cartoons. And then they even changed it where they had the Playhouse Disney, which was for preschoolers or young, and Nick Jr. So that kind of covered the morning, Monday through Friday. I mean, you had cartoons all the time. There wasn't that special time anymore on Saturday morning where you didn't have to do school. You could get up and sit in front of the TV and eat your cereal or whatever and watch
Hmm.
cartoons. So that kind of with the advent of cable, I think that kind of the demise of what we knew as Saturday morning cartoons. But they did do, they still tried to keep like a Saturday morning cartoon block. I think
Hmm.
kind of like as a transition thing. But and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was reading that comment. But
Okay. Sorry.
and a lot no, that's okay. And a lot of those, the cartoons, I mean, they quit making the Rocky and Bullwinkle, um,
Mhm.
Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, the
Mhm.
Looney Tunes,
You
all those.
Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo.
was Star
Scooby
Trek the animated series? Look at that. Was a Saturday morning cartoon show. It was not dumbed down. It was like really
yeah.
kind of interesting and deep. Johnny Quest,
Oh, Johnny
Battle of
Quest.
the Planet. You had a lot of really good, you know, just not slapstick, goofy stuff.
No,
You know.
Yeah.
a newer one that made me that was very a new. Well, I'll say new, but newer version of it, mid two
Hmm.
thousands that was very reminiscent of older cartoons that I love, and I think a lot of people will remember is Samurai
Hmm.
Jack. I don't know if
Samurai
you.
Jack.
I
Mhm.
gotta get back. Yeah, I love that show. I love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Samurai Jack was good.
Hmm. And then when they came back, like it ended like after season 4, but then they came back like almost over a decade later with season 5, and it was really good.
Mm.
Dear gosh, you
Yeah.
said you said Samurai Jack, and oh my gosh, there was this. Oh my gosh, this it was an anime, and it was so funny. It's not related to Saturday morning cartoons, but I had me remember it. Oh gosh, I could remember. Wish I could remember it because he. Oh my gosh, he kind of like had a pompadour. He would go around and capture new species or try think they were new species to get money for. Oh my gosh. When I remember it, I'll have to post it. I can't remember it. It is so funny. You
Yeah.
know what? You keep going. I'm gonna have
You
to
know,
try to
it's
find out.
so this is a
Hmm.
little random one of those random comments, but you know how like you
No, it
see people
wasn't Johnny
typing and
Bravo.
you see people typing on with like with their hands rest on like the main keys. I cannot type like that, otherwise it would take me all night to type a sentence.
See, I love Johnny Bravo. That's my role model, Johnny Bravo. But
Yeah,
it's a
it's
different type
Scooby Doo,
of
Sonny.
channel. Now, what I like with Cartoon Network, where they started doing the Adult Swim and things like that, and some of the anime stuff, because that's where to me I'm old school, kind of like you look at something that's colored like that, and you always think everything's a cartoon. Well, you learn now that there are differences, there are nuances to everything, that type of stuff. And because like some of the ones that I've liked are really more animes or graphic novel based, like Legends of the Galactic Heroes. I tell you, my oldest and I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That was a really good series.
Really
Some
good, a
stuff that
really
we've
good
gotten
anime
into.
on a really good
Hmm.
anime on Netflix that is actually really, if you're not like can't keep your attention, it's a really short one on Netflix. It's Tekken Bloodline. I love that anime.
Oh,
It's really good.
Tekken
Tekken.
Tekkk.
Now,
Tekken. Yeah, Tekken Bloodline. That's a really good one.
now when Buddy says something, when Buddy says something's cringe, I have to listen because that was. I've heard a lot of stuff
Oh
about the
God,
Velma
yeah.
show.
You
Oh,
don't
that
want to watch
I
that show.
try. I watched. I unfortunately gave it, I think, 2 episodes, and it totally went against the spirit of Scooby Doo.
It's
Um,
not Scooby Doo.
it's not. It was horrible. It was horrible,
That is
and it just
sorry excuse for television. It's almost as bad as the reboot of Charmed.
Wow, I've never heard you talk so critically of something out with that. Must have been
I
bad.
because I grew up on Charmed. My mom loved
No,
Charmed before
no, I
she
meant
before she
the Velma
went over
show.
the
I
edge.
know, I meant the Velma show.
Because I grew up on Scooby Doo too. You don't mess with that. The
I can't
only
even
good
believe they did a season 2 of Elma.
Oh, look at
the
it,
only
Fallout Dave.
the only
Fallout Dave said season
relatively
2 was worse than season
uh
1.
the only relatively new Scooby Doo show that I actually thoroughly enjoyed, other than Where Are You Scooby Doo, is What's New Scooby Doo. I loved What's New Scooby Doo.
Look at Stunning. Dang straight, I know that your drawings are better than anybody out there. Exactly. By the way, if you haven't seen Stunning, check out his channel. It's Stunning. I don't know if you're streaming tomorrow night, but Stunning does great artwork. He's done JT Kirk's new avatar, did some stuff for the Misses and Me and for Aang. Great work. So this guy knows what he talks about when it comes to drawings and artwork. So Phantom Outsider said Velma was evil. Wow. That's not good. So
I would I would almost rather be put in a jigsaw trap than watch Velma. So
oh, wow. Now, T does post, could season 2 of Velma just be the second half of season 1 of Velma to spread out the pain and save face? Oh, well, Dick Van Dyke was the real villain, and which one, Max? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Stunning said, yeah. A bunch of reviewers kept hate watching and talking about it all over social media. It kept that horrible show relevant. Exactly. Enough people watch it, gets enough attention, they're going to do season 2.
Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy trying to figure out what this stupid show was.
Oh, my gosh.
Johnny
Look at this
Test.
one.
Have you seen Johnny Test? That's a good TV show.
Yeah. Look at this one. Mike Tyson Mysteries is the best Scooby-Doo type show in the last 10 years.
It was a Mike Tyson Mysteries. He's not joking. It really
I
was
know.
a show.
I'm laughing just at the thought of that, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh, God. Look at this. Phantom Outsider said Velma is 100 times worse than Scrappy Doo, and I hate Scrappy Doo.
No.
Scrappy Doo is a puppy I consider taking to the vet to be. Oh,
At
no.
least Scrappy Doo made sense.
Well, Scrappy Doo was the bad guy. What, the first or second Scooby Doo movie?
The second one.
Okay, because all I can think of is Matthew Lillard as Shaggy.
He
not
is
as the
Shaggy,
guy.
man.
Yeah, he is Shaggy, but then again, it was hard to realize and misses. Do you remember when we watched Five Nights at Freddy's? I'm like, how is this guy that old?
You know,
I
it's
know.
funny. Well, it's
It was
funny.
I kept waiting for him to go zoinks in the
it
middle
is
of
so
Five
funny
Nights.
because I can't see him. I can't decide. My mind can't decide whether it wants to see him as Shaggy or it wants to see him as Stumacher from the first Scream. Because yeah, so because I'm sitting here because he does both so well, and those are the two movies he's most well known for, and you cannot
Right.
convince most
Yeah.
people otherwise.
That's
Those
amazing
are
when they
his
come.
those two roles are like his holy grails. Like those
Right.
are his movies.
That's amazing with actors when they can play such different roles like that. Now, granted, I think age helped. I think age and difference helped, like with that, but still
And
be able to pull that difference off. Oh, he
it's
was in 13 Ghosts also. Did you ever
yeah,
see that one?
oh yeah, that was good. But like he like it's to the point where he does it so well where he is not those characters. Those characters are him.
Mm,
Mm,
yeah.
yeah. I wish I could find this one. It's gonna drive me crazy now. I can see I can see it. Ah,
She will get the show before we're done.
I
I'm telling you.
probably won't. I can't. Ah. It's like it's like a crazy, almost like the director, the animator was doing hallucinogens on some of it. It just is so bizarre at times, but it's
Mhm.
good. It's not a weird bizarre. Well, it is a weird bizarre, but it's not a creepy bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
I saw it somewhere and I thought I had saved it to watch it later, and
Well,
I cannot find.
describe it for me. I might be able to help.
Let me see if I put it on my watch
Can you
list over
describe it?
here. No, let me look
Nope.
here. Give me a
You're
second.
not. You're not going to get that answer because she's.
Yeah, she's determined. She's bound and damned.
Yeah, she's
Space
determined.
Dandy. Space Dandy. That's the name
Space
of it.
Dandy.
Space Dandy.
Wow.
Um, and this is the description. Space Dandy is a dandy in space. This dreamy adventurer with a to die for pompadour travels across the galaxy in search of aliens no one has ever laid eyes on. Each new species he discovers earns him a hefty award. But wait, let me finish reading it. It stopped. But this dandy has to be quick on his feet because it's first come, first served, and he's got some of the characters that are the co-stars and things in it. It's just a funny, silly show. That one I would recommend watching Space Dandy. It's only 10 episodes, but that's a good one.
Oh
Did you ever
man.
hear the show? It's an older one. It's called Cyber Chase. You ever heard of that one?
Mhm.
That one sounds familiar.
It's the
Yeah.
one where it was about cyber crimes. They would go in like this little they were going against the villain. It was I can't. It's hard to
Oh,
describe.
it's a kids show.
No.
Yeah, it's a little kid show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Cyber Chase. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry, I was thinking anime. I was still in the
Let's see.
anime mode.
Well, back on Matthew Lillard, Stunning pointed out that he also did the voice of Shaggy in a bunch of the cartoons since Casey Kasem passed away. So, and he said Frank Welker took over Scooby Doo when Don Messick passed away.
Mm.
And you know what? You don't even notice a difference. I mean, that's how good these
Because
voice actors are.
some of them are so good. They cover it up almost. Well, almost, yeah.
Venture Bros, I'm not sure, unless he's trying to help with your Venture Bros. But hey, I do agree, Mrs. Though, on the Saturday morning cartoons. It was like a rite of passage. It was like that thing as a kid, like for all the points you made. But now we got now we got the internet. Now we got YouTube. Now we got streaming services. We can watch them any time of day, at night, not even just on Saturday mornings. And adults are getting into all of it now. That's what's so crazy, because I know my generation, my parents would have never watched an animated. I mean, well, it was a movie like Disney produced, but like Saturday morning cartoons, it was just like.
But yeah, that's that mindset. I'm glad it's changed that they're not just cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I mean, Roadrunner and Bugs Bunny and them. It's not. There's some stuff that's just cartoons. They just slap them on there. But these truly, it's an art form. Even I think more so back then than it is now. The stories, I mean, the stories and the plots and the characters. I mean, um, you see, not Yosemite Sam, Elmer Fudd. His character. Whenever you saw Elmer Fudd, he, it was like, I, I hunt the rabbit, and
Mm-hmm.
that they've got these characters and these stories and all that stuff, and it truly was an art form. I don't think it's appreciated as an art form, and they just kind of look at it as just it's just cartoons, it's just that whatever, even if they're
Yeah.
made for adults, and they're
Yeah.
not. It truly. Um, they can be it is
Yeah.
an art form, and I'm not talking about the Studio uh, Ghibli or Ghibli, however you choose to pronounce it. I mean, those are truly just gorgeous works of art. I'm talking about Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
look at them and watch them and the stories and the plots and stuff. There's so much to them.
There was this YouTube channel that I grew up watching, and y'all are gonna laugh at this. It was a Yo Mama channel, okay? And all they did was post it was that every video they would make an animation based around a Yo Mama joke. Well,
Mhm.
they decided to do a thing where they would literally make their own cartoons aside from those, like memes and stuff like that, and they would have a live stream go on every day, Saturday morning cartoons, and they would do their own
Yep.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Hmm. Well, playing down under, my parents did not like animations. Neither did my grandparents. It's funny how things happen, but as a general thing, at least especially here in America, it was like, it's like you had the kids Saturday morning stuff separated from the adult. It just was never uh, that well embraced until in
Yeah.
recent
Unless
years. And
unless you
And
watch SpongeBob.
I think the
and
kids of the '70s growing up is what happened
and
when they
and
became parents. Go ahead, Mrs.
even like what Stunning said, the voice actors
Mhm.
back then, in the past. And I'm not saying all of them because there's some amazing voice actors, and newer, younger voice actors that are just phenomenal. But the direction, I think they don't have, like you said, the originals had distinct voices and personalities, and you could hear them from the other side of the room, and you'd know that was Bumblebee, or you'd know that
Mhm.
was Optimus Prime. Those are the only two that I really know studying, so I can't name any
Yeah.
other ones.
Yeah.
But now a lot of times you hear things and you go, well, you don't know who it is,
Mhm.
and I think that loses some of that because, um, even though stuff was done quickly back then, you know, it
Transformers Prime is good.
there was
Yeah.
there was a they were they wanted to make money. I hate saying they just weren't in it to make money, but they were there for the art form of it, I
Right.
believe.
And yes,
I'll
I
tell you.
know that there have always been animated movies animated shows that were popular, whether it's Flintstones or some of the others, but generally as an accepted medium, it was not. My parents would accept a few type of thing, like Flintstones or here or there, but
Michael.
it was not their primary mode of watching. They would defer, they would go back to dramas and everything else before the animation. Just because it was there did not mean that everybody accepted it as adults. At least I didn't. I know my grandparents didn't. Mrs. I don't know
Yeah,
about your parents were Mrs. I don't know how your parents were with the animation. I mean, mine just kind of looked at it as you go watch it on Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning.
and most people like they would a lot. You got to think a lot of times some of these shows that you hear about that were so popular and a lot of them didn't even get popular until like years and years later. Like
Hmm.
like for example, I'm just throwing an example for out there, but like an example
Yeah.
of the movie The Thing. When that movie
Okay.
came out in theaters, it was
Hmm.
not popular. Nobody went and saw it, but now
Nope.
it's one of the
Hey,
best movies.
Zechariah
Well, let me.
315.
Yes, Zachariah 315. Welcome. How are you today?
Sorry, Atwood.
N-
I
Yeah.
just
Thank you for jumping in and shouting him out, though. I do want to ask a question though before we close, though, because we got Stunning, we got Buddy Hepburn here, and we got some of you other great people in this chat now. There is a new movie out, the Transformer. What is it, Transformers One or
One,
Transformer?
haven't seen it.
Uh, uh, so, are you going to see it, or is it? Because I saw the trailer and it's like a buddy robot movie. Hey, we're friends, we're pals, kumbaya and stuff. I mean, it was really different than I expected it to be. But
The last I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of stopped watching Transformers solely because there's so many cartoons that of it, and the last good one I saw that even was considered on par with the original was Transformers Prime. I love Transformers Prime. That one was really good. I wouldn't say
mhm.
it's definitely not better than the original, or I'll take that. But I would at least put it on par with it. Also, can I just say how I found it funny how we planning on going for an hour, and here it is 2 hours.
That's what happens with scroll streams.
And
Yeah.
Stunning said he still hasn't seen it. And Buddy says the trailer for Transformer 1 is way too hokey. That made me not want to see it. I'll
I
wait
think it's
until it is streaming.
isn't it already on Paramount Plus? I know it's gonna get there eventually, but is it already on there? I thought it was already on there.
I don't know.
Maybe
Not sure.
Oh.
I don't
Not
think
sure.
we have Paramount Plus.
That's one of the only ones I keep.
We had it, then you got rid of them. We had it, then we got rid of it because we got it long enough to watch Star Trek 6. Then we promptly dumped it. So, but yeah. Oh my gosh, we got 17 people still watching now, Mrs. And
Wow.
I was going to think about starting to wrap up, but if you guys need to drop or whatever, but is there anything you guys else want to talk about? You can think. Go ahead, Mrs. Go ahead. Mrs. Go ahead.
Admiralty was talking about the Max Fleischer cartoons from the 30s that we probably agree aren't for kids. Betty Boop was not originally for kids. Betty Boop was, kind of a tramp. But, so yeah, I agree with you on that.
Or like early Popeye. I'm not familiar with early Popeye.
Stunning.
I think a lot of the earlier shows, like the Popeyes and stuff, they had probably a little more adult humor in them and stuff. They weren't geared toward necessarily children per se. They were, usually a lot. They were for adults.
And that's why adults were maybe more involved in them and all because they had the more adult theme. It wasn't like adults had to sit around watching a SpongeBob cartoon.
Stunning. Which Megatron voice are you talking about? Are you talking about Transformers Prime or Transformers 1?
I think he's talking about the new movie. Yeah, the one. So Play Down Under hated the trailer, but that happens so many times. We end up watching stuff. Don't let a Megatron voice know that like them making this young guy. Megatron is supposed to be significantly older than Optimus in most iterations.
Stunning, can I ask you? I really want to know. Have you seen Transformers Prime, the show? If you did, what did you think about it? Because that was one of the ones I grew up with. That was my favorite.
Oh my God, Playing Down Under. Betty Boop was my lover when I was like 6.
The early Popeye actually had Bluto or Brutus, whatever, and Olive Oil were the item together. But Popeye, his character became so popular that they took it, and he Popeye was not supposed to be in all the cartoons, but he got so popular that he replaced Brutus. Or Bluto, whichever the character was.
No, I'm not sure about what Fallout Dave said about the early Mickey Mouse misses. Did you see that comment?
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, some of the original characters were probably not very nice.
Hot dog, I never thought I'd see the day Stunning's backing me up on something. Holy crap.
Hey, just not your choice in the electric cars, though. So
I never said I liked it. I just like it in the game. Okay. I just like the sound of it.
Yeah. So Buddy said his dad had some really old to him Popeye collectibles, music boxes, and banks. So, well, as a side note to Popeye, on my channel, there's a short. In Alma, Arkansas, there's actually a Popeye statue in a park, a little park. That was we did a short from there. It was really, really nice place. So if you're anywhere near Western Arkansas, you might want to drop by there and see that. It's really, really, really neat that we got to see.
I just want to make just this little side comment, but about the electric cars. It's funny though. The reason I say I like that so much is because how like when you're like, I'm talking like a baby age. How like every baby's got their own thing of how they get to sleep. Mine was riding around in the car. You could not get me to sleep unless I was riding around in the car at night. If you throw me in the back seat and I was out.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah. That's like my kids. Sometimes I like if we were at Disney, I'd take them on the monorail to kind of get them at night. Some kids do that. That happens. So, Phantom Outsider said, actually, in the comic strip, Olive Oil was with Ham Gravy, and Popeye was hired by her brother to sell their ship. Popeye was so popular, he took over the comic strip, and Ham Gravy disappeared. Ham Gravy?
I think that's Olive Oil's brother.
Oh my gosh! Wow, Ham Gravy. Is there such a thing as Ham Gravy? I guess it's. I guess it could be. Okay, I guess it'd be the meat sweat. Man, when you go to cook it. So, man, no. Wow. Well, I think, folks, we are going to go ahead. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. All right. I think at this point, we're going to call it the show. I told them we'd go about an hour and a half, maybe, but we still have 19 people here at 12.
A boyfriend.
Yeah. So
castor oil was her brother. Thank you, Phantom.
So we will talk as long as you will. If y'all have some things that we want to throw out there. So, oh gosh, what's Monorail? Sorry, I love The Simpsons. Yeah, the monorail at Disney. So yeah. Oh, Ham Gravy was the boyfriend. Castor Oil was their brother. Wow, I'm learning a lot about Popeye I never knew before. Because all I knew was what we saw. Bluto, Brutus, Popeye and Olive Oil, and Wimpy. Was it Bimpy? It was Wimpy or Blimpy, or the hamburgers. Yeah.
What is it? I'll gladly have a hamburger. But
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yes, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Still waiting on a Popeye Adventure and Revenge of Ham Gravy. Wimpy. Okay, Wimpy. Thank you. That's nice. Well, folks, with 19 of y'all wonderful here, Jay Wellington Wimpy. All right. Well, with 19 of y'all here tonight, I got to thank my two great friends here. Well, my wife and a friend and my panelists tonight for going on for over 2 hours.
Be your friend and be your wife, by the way.
I know, exactly. But there's a priority order. But hey, I told you what, Mrs. Maybe an hour, maybe 90 minutes.
I know it's over 2 hours. I'm tired.
Actually, I know. So, folks, all my buddies said Popeye's nephews are Pipeye, Poopeye, and Popeye. Wow. Sounds like Donald Duck's nephews.
I certainly hate to be Poopeye.
There you go. Finally, New Jersey. West Cagle. Hey, like should be done in New Jersey. Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours, a little bit over the 2 hours. I think I called you out earlier. There was somehow New Jersey came up earlier in the stream, but always good to see you, West Cagle. Hope you're doing well tonight. So,
yeah, ma'am.
Yes, Atwood.
I would like to have my closing clip.
All right, Mrs., if you want to show it.
May chaos break the rules that bind my friend.
Bye-bye.
I
got to remove it. Sorry. Let me take it off. There we go.
If only was able to make it bigger.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Wait a second. What did I do? So, yes, slap me, Mrs. So,
ow.
As Buddy says, if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, folks. Also, but before we close, Atwood, do you want to say anything about yourself or your channel? Are you doing much, or are you just kind of hanging out and stuff?
So I mean, I'm gonna try and stream. It's just I mean, not this time. I promise I'm gonna try because I kind of need to right now. For reasons I am not going to explain here. But I am going to try and stream more. If y'all would like to, make sure y'all follow me on Twix and Threads and basically anywhere you get your social media from.
Okay, don't drop your voice too much. It's hard to hear you.
You just no. Is it that you can't hear me, or I just have
no? You keep dropping your voice. You drop your voice sometimes when you try to finish a sentence. So.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you, Atwood. Thanks for coming on tonight. And Mrs., tell everybody about yourself again, where to find you and everything else.
Quick question. Can I put my link in the chat?
Sure. Yeah, you're a mod. You can do it.
Okay. Go ahead,
Well, I'm
Mrs.
Mrs. Thank you. I'm Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. I do a Monday through Friday 10 a.m. morning show called Morning Musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking. We do birthdays, we have celebrations, we do a puzzle to get our little brain cells working there, and we also do memes to get our funny bone working that day. It's a good time. It lasts about 2 hours, about 10 to probably I try to end it around noonish, um, and it's just a good time, and, so I hope you guys can, go over there and, check it out. I also on every other Monday, I have a Mom Days with Mrs. and Ang. That's Ang, if you don't know, is my youngest, and we are going to play a game. I think the next game we might do is Building a World in Stardew Valley. I am
Ooh.
not sure about that, but, so that will not be this Monday, but a week from Monday. Every Thursday, I putter around in Lego Fortnite, so you can come and join me at 5 p.m. Eastern Time while we forage and build and fight skeletons and all that kind of stuff in the Lego Fortnite. And maybe we'll see a Columbo there. If you know, you
Yeah.
know. And also on Tuesdays at 1 p.m., I do a brick build. It might be a Lego uh, uh, set, but usually they're not. I am doing a lot of these mini building blocks that I bought while we were in Yellowstone. I'm down to the last 6, by the way, Dad man. So we have
Wow.
gotten a lot of them done. But this week, last week I did Star Trek Enterprise D.
Hmm.
Um, Tuesday I'm doing the Deep Space Nine station. Um, so that's what I'll be doing on Tuesday.
The Superior
Um,
Show.
huh?
Nothing. I was just making a snarky remark about Deep Space Nine being better.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
um, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so I think that is all. I do impromptu streams whenever, um, but that's not that often. So
All
that's
right.
about all I have.
But don't forget to
Oh
support the
yeah.
missus at our Ko-Fi donation page. One-time donations or monthly
You
donations,
can,
however you say.
as I say, you can buy me 1 cup of coffee, or you can buy me a cup of coffee every month. The
Yeah.
minimum donation is $5, which is about the same as a subscription or joining or whatever it is on YouTube. I don't
Yeah.
have 500 followers on YouTube, so I can't monetize. But if you'd like to support me, that is a way you can do it. And I also have, which is the same, Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, my Throne account. It's a throne.com. And that is my creator wish list. I have brick builds on there. I have stuff for my stream, products. I have just silly stuff that I like,
Yeah.
things for the house and things I like, books I like to read, and things like that. So,
Hmm. Well, what
yeah,
I've been telling people too, Mrs., because people ask me why not monetized and stuff like that is, there are reasons why I don't or can't. But I've been telling people, if you support me here, if you want to support me, you can support me by supporting my wife. This is the
yeah,
way you can do.
because if I don't get the money to use for my account, I take it from Deb.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
exactly,
support me so I don't have to take money from Dad Man.
exactly,
Support Dadman by saving his bank account by helping the
exactly.
missus.
There you
Yes.
go. That's the way to do it. But hey, the Ko-Fi is really, really easy to use. I've done it for people before. Also, it's really, really good way to do it. Actually, I've done it to give somebody a gift before. But let's see. All right. Well, anyway, that's it. I'm Dadman Walker 55. Follow me there on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. There, random streams like this will happen. I'm planning on doing a show Sunday night. I think at 10, possibly. Football should be back Wednesday coming up, but I'm working out some details and things. So, most of my shows are these days, they're very random, they're very unpredictable when they happen, when they go live. But hey, always get the notifications on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and know when we go live at any moment possible. But hey, on that note, like Sci-Fi Mom said, good night, everybody. Mrs. Thank you. Atwood, thank you.
Not a problem.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye,
Dadman.
guys.
Good night, everybody. Bye.